everybody, happy Halloween. Welcome back to Kiernan's Racing and Fab. Today's little episode, I wasn't really going to film. I was just gonna I didn't even think about filming it actually, but it's not on my dad's GTO. I'm going to install this vacuum gauge on my Camaro. I want to get it installed before I put it up for the winter. I got other things I want to do. I want to get my Nova. I want to get all that body work done and get it ready for paint. That way I can do the assembly. I'd really like to have that thing done. Hopefully by the spring, maybe early summer, midsummer. Anyway. Bought this kit. It's an auto gauge. Comes with this nylon hose. Same kind of stuff they give you in the generic kit for like oil pressure. I went and bought copper. They do make a stainless steel kit, but I'm not sure how long the hose would have to be. So I don't really think I'm going to do that. Just use some compression fittings, copper wire. Now there's some debate on where to put the vacuum line. A lot of guys will say, you know, I'm in my research, you know, I rely heavily on yellowbullet.com, the forum. A lot of them say that it should be in the valve cover, opposite side of the vacuum pump. The other half of the people say put it in your fuel pump block-off plate if you're using an electric pump. I just need to measure pan vacuum. I'd like to know if the vacuum pump's working, if it needs to be rebuilt, if it's on its way out. Also, I'd like to know if I hurt the engine, you know, rings, cylinder walls, ring lands, and whatnot. So that is the plan. I'm definitely going to put it in the block-off plate. I got the tap I need. It's a 1/8 inch 27 NPT. You know, shouldn't really be that bad. And then mount the gauge, find a hole in the firewall, put the grommet in, and go from there. So first step we're gonna do in the order of business is go drill this block-off plate. And we're gonna do time lapse for that. All right, so follow me over there. All right, we got that all done, drilled and tapped. We got the fittings. It's a brass compression fitting. Should go together relatively easy. I don't know if I should use pipe dope or tape. Tape or pipe dope. Tape or pipe dope. I think we're gonna put a little bit of tape on it. All right, I'm gonna start getting this fitting taped up. I'm gonna use Teflon tape. Usually get confused on how this has to go, so you always want the tail hanging so as you thread it in, it doesn't peel out. So I always mess this up, so I have to always do it like this. Yep, that's the right way. All right, I'm gonna get this in the plate, and then we're gonna use Ultra Black RTV gasket maker. I usually like to use Ultra Gray, but this is what I've got, and I'm not going out to buy more. So I'll meet you guys underneath the car. All right, we're gonna do the best we can not to make a mess and get this up there to one hand, which ought to be fun. Okay. That is that for that half. All right, now that we got that adapter in the block off plate, we're gonna run the copper tubing from the plate into the car to where the gauge is gonna be. I'm gonna leave it a little bit of slack. I'm gonna run it through my firewall. I already have an existing hole with a grommet in it. I'll take you over there and show you that real quick. So we're gonna run it from down there on the other side of the spark plug wires all the way to right there. I got a grommet. It almost lines right up with the gauge. So really got lucky with that. Can't ask for a better location. So let me get this strung out and get my wrenches ready. Back underneath the car, I got the line ran through kind of where I want it. A little cramped for space here, but there's the fitting. Here's the line. Just got to take that apart real quick if I can sneak my hand through here without knocking my light over. Oof. Push the line in until it bottoms out. Push the ferrule all the way down. Grab a 3/8 wrench. Running out of room under here. Shouldn't have to go crazy. Doesn't pull out. It should be good. All right, I say that's good. Now we go top side, inside the car, cut the line as short as we need it, get the gauge installed. Up in the car, it's the same deal with the gauge. Take your end, get it on there. Make sure your ferrule is facing the right way. Gauge. Push it until it bottoms out. Three-eighths wrench. That ought to be pretty good. There she is, snug as a bug in a rug. I'm gonna wire up the light real quick, and then I'm gonna push the car outside and crank this thing up and see what kind of vacuum we have. It is the next day. The last frame I said I was gonna push the car out of the garage. I forgot to hit the record button. So today we are going to walk over to the trailer where I put it up for the winter, and we're gonna fire it up because I want you guys to see that the gauge actually works. So let me climb up in here and get this all set up. All right, back in the car in the trailer. Got the lights on so you guys can see the vacuum gauge. It's that one right there on the far right. Let's see how this goes. think that was all the fuel we had, because I drained everything. I filled up the bowls for this little test. But you saw that 2,000 RPMs, went up to like 10 or 11 inches of mercury. So there you saw it had about 10, 11 inches of vacuum on the gauge at 2,000 RPMs until right before it ran out of gas. So that's going to conclude this video. Upcoming videos are probably going to focus around the Nova and heavily on a GTO. If you like this content, again, please comment, like, and subscribe. Helps the channel. Talk to you guys later.